Right, there we are. There we are. Now this notice of fine and collection order, which I received in court, having been unlawfully arrested and illegally detained, I have sought legal advice upon. Now, it is a legal notice, which means that it could very well be legal because that wouldn't require a signature. And having done a bit of research into it, not a lot, but a bit, this seems to fit with the whole you have to comply theory, whereby you're invited to attend court, etc. and so forth. And you get loads of stuff with unsigned documentation and stuff like that. Unfortunately, if that's what the magistrates are relying on, and thinking that people have turned up voluntarily, of their own accord, they're not, because they're being dragged out of their house by the thug rent-a-cop, coppers and bailiffs, compulsion by threat, given no choice. So they're not being invited into court at all. So unfortunately, that really does make every single magistrate guilty of compulsion by threat, by association, whether they knew it or not. So really it's another nail in the coffin, I'm afraid. Which I've said this about magistrates before, that, they're acting completely illegally. They're not hearing any kind of defence from the person. It's basically turn up and you're guilty, which funnily enough is why people don't turn up. So this now, with these unsigned court orders, this is, I think, what's happening. This is another piece of the turn up of your own free will thing, whereby by turning up, by complying, you're giving them permission to do what they want. But unfortunately, of course, people aren't turning up of their own free will. They're being frog marched down to the cells, the courts. And more on this to follow, I'm sure, because I've had a very interesting chat with the lawyer today. So I shall see you all later.